Limit of a function. Objectives. From this section, a learner is expected to achieve the following: learns the concept of a function, understands the domain and range of a given function, familiarizes the graphs of functions, models real life problems using functions, gets intuitive idea of limit, learns the precise meaning of limit, develops the skill for estimating the prescribed error in the evaluation of limit, estimates the limit of a function by using graphical and numerical approaches, describes functions using equations, tables, graphs and words, studies asymptotic behavior of functions, could study sequences and their convergence, could study advanced concepts like continuity, differentiability and integrability of functions, could use the concept of function and limit in real life situations. The topic of our discussion is limit of function. This concept is introduced in two ways, intuitively and formally. For this purpose, we have to review what are functions and graphs first. So, let us learn the topic in 4 modules: functions, graphs of functions, intuitive idea of limit, formal definition of limit. The term function was first used in 17th century by German mathematician Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz. However, the credit of giving a formal definition of function goes to John Peter Dirichlet. Function is a tool for describing the real world in mathematical terms. It expresses dependence between two quantities of which one is known and the other is produced. A function associates a single output to each input from a fixed set. This input output concept of a function can be compared to the working of a machine which gives exact output for restricted input. For example, let us consider the area A of a square of side A. Here, for each input for the side A, the formula capital A equal to A square computes uniquely the area of the square. Similarly, the volume of a sphere depends on its radius, the velocity of a moving object depends on the time, the boiling point of a liquid depends on the height from sea level, the interest paid depends on the period of deposit and so on. In all these cases, one variable say y depends on another variable say x. Here we say that y is ruled by x whose values are from a fixed set. In this case, y is said to be a function of x and we write y equal to f of x. Next, we give a formal definition of a function. Let x and y be two non-empty sets. A function f from x to y denoted by f from x to y is a rule that assigns to each element x in x a unique element y in y. Let a equal to set -1 0 1 and b equal to set 0 1 2 3. The function f from a to b defined by the rule f a equal to a square, where a is in A, is shown by using an arrow diagram. Here, for each input A, there is a unique output also called image in B. See that both 1 and -1 have the same image 1 and the numbers 2 and 3 in B are not output at all. The set of all possible inputs is called the domain and the set of all outputs is called the range of the function. In this example, the domain is set -1 0 1 and the range is set 0 1. If f from a to b is a function, then its domain df is the set A itself and the range Rf is a subset of B. When the domain and the range of a function are sets of real numbers, we say that the function is a real valued function of a real variable. Throughout this section, we deal with this type of functions only. See the following diagram. Is g from p to q a function? Here, for the input d from p, there is no output. So, g from p to q is not a function. In the second example, is h from x to y a function? H from x to y is not a function since the output of x from x is not unique. Natural domain. Sometimes we define a function y equal to f of x with a formula without explicitly specifying its domain. In such case, the largest set of x values for which the formula gives real y values is considered as its domain. It is called the natural domain of the function. For example, let f be the function which takes x to 1 by x. What is the natural domain of f? Here, for each x in A, it is taken to its reciprocal 1 by x. Since division by 0 is not possible, this rule cannot produce any output for 0. So, the natural domain df of the function is the set of all real numbers excluding 0, that is df is equal to set x in R such that x not equal to 0. Let us see a second example. Find the natural domain and the range of the function which takes x to sin x. We know that sin x is defined for all real numbers x. So, the natural domain is the set of all real numbers. The value of sin x for any x between -1 and 1, and sin x assumes all values between -1 and 1. So, the range of the function is the closed interval -1, 1. If the domain of a function is broken into pieces, so that on each subset the function has different rule, then the function is called a piecewise function. For example, let g be a function defined on the interval -2 to 4 by the rule g x is equal to set 2 x plus 3 -2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, x minus 2 whole square plus 1 in the interval 1 less than x less than or equal to 4. Here on the closed interval -2 1 and 1 4, g has different formula. Evaluation of a function. To find the value of a function for a particular input from the domain, substitute it in the function formula. For example, consider the function rule to find the volume of a sphere V r is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of a sphere of radius 6 is obtained by substituting 6 for r in the formula, that is V 6 is equal to 4 by 3 pi 6 cube is equal to 48 pi. Similarly, to evaluate the function g on closed interval -2 to 4 defined by g x is equal to 2 x plus 3 -2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, x minus 2 the whole square plus 1, 1 less than x less than or equal to 4 at 1 and 2, we use the formula g x is equal to 2 x plus 3 to find g 1 and x minus 2 whole square plus 1 for finding g 2. Thus, g 1 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 3 equal to 6 and g 2 equal to 3 minus 2 the whole square plus 1 equal to 2. Now, let us see a function from another point of view. Consider the function f from a to b as in the figure. The input output pairs are 1a, 2a, 3b and 4c. So, this function f can be written as a set f equal to set 1a, 2a, 3b, 4c. Note that it is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B, which is the set of all ordered pairs whose first component from A and the second from B of the sets A and B. Note that every subset of A cross B need not be a function from A to B. In the first figure, the set of input output pairs R 1 equal to set 1A, 2B, 3C, 3D, 4D is a subset of A cross B, but it is not a function since the output of 3 is not unique. Similarly, the subset R 2 equal to set 1A, 2B, 3C of A cross B obtained from the second figure is not a function as there is no output for the element 4 in A. Thus, a function f from A to B is a subset of A cross B such that every element of A is a first component of some pair in f without repetition. Let A equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B equal to set 0, 1, 2, 3 and R equal to set 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3. Is R a function from A to B? Here R is a subset of A cross B, but not every element is a first component. So, R is not a function from A to B.